Hello. Well, it's Thursday, the 19th of May. May, yeah. Anyway, I'm here to talk some more. So, what I've been online all day trying to have discussions, trying to have intelligent conversations online. That's something I do a lot of because I know people, they have a set idea and they're just there to argue their points. Then they have the cover of this thing with the little blue face, whatever. You can't, you don't know who they are, you don't know. So they had that cover so they can say anything you want to say. So basically, you're just going to be on there fighting with the shadow. So it's pretty useless usually. But anyway, so today what I found is so amazing is trying to have a conversation, an intelligent conversation with women about gay sex. That is the most ridiculous waste of time there is. Gay people, don't you realize that as far as most women are concerned, everything we do is nasty because they're heterosexuals. They don't. They're sitting there telling you that, oh, you shouldn't be licking somebody's asshole. Well, I hate to tell you, that ain't shit. It goes a lot deeper than that. So sitting up here trying to talk to these people and they're telling you, oh, put them in jail and all this kind of stuff. Oh, that's nasty, and that's not your partner, and they have a whole different view of sexuality. And I don't have time to sit up here and try to educate, you know, the world of women about our sexuality. This is so I got so involved in this conversation I've been having for the last couple of weeks. It's because I just feel like gay people should be sticking together, and not that the straight people, anything wrong with them. They're not horrible or anything, but they're trying to have a conversation that doesn't make sense. I mean, the relationship between a man and a woman is totally different between it's totally different than a relationship between male and male, particularly male sex. You're never going to understand. That's like trying to understand your mother's sex life. It don't even make sense. You got no business there. You shouldn't even be looking into that. So I have to remove myself from the conversation. Something very interesting happened today, though. The person in question that we've been talking about for 2 or 3 weeks actually showed up on one of my videos, the last one, in a very in-depth conversation. And he's not a scary person. He's not stupid. He's not slow. He's not anything like that. I don't know why he chose to come down to say he has state his side of the story, but he did. Now I appreciate it. Then of course here come the trolls. Now here come the trolls. Now someone finally is willing to speak up and just tell their side of the story, and they just can't take that. Here come the trolls. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be crucified. No, your ass should be crucified for being stupid. It's just stupid. I mean, I don't like to just go around calling people names and things like that, but that's what it comes down to. That's all they came there for, is them to argue with. There really are internet trolls. There's one, and I'll say your name, I don't mind saying it, Trevor T. Now, the person in question, the accused person, confronted this person and asked them, were they actually Walter Lee Hampton in disguise? Because the person gave no information. They got no page. They got no picture. They got no history. They got nothing. All you go in there at the blank page. Now, why would somebody like that be coming on a site like mine, a bunch of queens, to get into this heated discussion about the situation between the asshole? It doesn't make any sense. So I said, I wonder if that is a troll. Could that be Hampton? It could be Hampton because he was awful passionate, very threatening, talking about he's going to continue to post pictures of the man on this and post pictures of the man on that. Why would a regular person be doing all that? It doesn't make sense. Like a lot of his stories don't make sense. But I promised myself that I'm not going to get sucked in. I like the scene. In the scene, I think it's Godfather 3. And then Al Pacino is saying, something's happening in the gangster world. Something happens every day. They have a lot of drama there. But he got frustrated in the kitchen, and he says, every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. That's what these bitches do. They keep pulling you in. It's hard to get away from it because I'm not a person that just, I don't know. I don't have a life, so why not talk? So there was a point to what I was saying. All right, so trying to have the conversation between men and women. I mean, God bless you for trying. I mean, I know there are certain things that you have in common, and there are women like gay people and gay people who like women. We get along seem to be better than anyone else. I mean, I don't see a lot of straight dudes hanging around there, but um, some things are just better talk amongst each other, and that's where gay people need to be. They don't need to be going and getting the support of women to talk about our issues because they don't understand our issues. They don't know they don't understand. Can you? Okay, straight people, you can understand. Okay, do you go into bookstores and stick your body up against a wall and let somebody stick something through the wall and fuck you? See what I'm saying? You ain't gonna figure it out, baby. So let it go. But a lot of these women, they're very mad at the person who is positive, and they all seem to have the same kind of idea that this person should be responsible for exposing that they are, as the Bible say, unclean, like they used to do in the Bible days, where the people with leprosy will go around the town hollering, "Unclean, unclean, unclean," to protect the people who were the clean ones. Mm. Not everything in the Bible is good, people. Okay. So they all seem to want to blame that person. But I don't see that much mention about the guys who are putting it in them. Your man is the one that's giving it to you. Shouldn't you be more concerned with his behavior than the gay person who didn't tell him he was HIV? What was he in the bed with this dude? When I'm protection, he knew he was coming home to you, right? But there's no talk about that. I don't know if you're scared he's gonna beat your ass, or you got to do it on down low, or just come and pick come and pick on what you feel is the weakest link. I mean, just be reasonable. You know, be honest. If you messing with a down low dude and he comes and gives you HIV because he don't want to wear a rubber with you, basically because he hasn't been wearing a rubber with you, and if he all of a sudden wants to wear a rubber with you, you might get suspicious. So he just said, I'll just do it raw." That's what I think. That's a big part of it, and I think a lot of it is the domination of men over women. They don't want to confront the man because if they're afraid of him. And a lot of them you should be afraid of them because they're going to do anything to protect their part in there. They're the ones that are guilty, not the. Let's say, what if 100% of gay men were positive? Let's say all of them, everybody in Atlanta was all positive. Okay, so now you know they're positive. Yeah, your man goes out there and has sex with them. He comes back to you. Probably takes it his ass because usually the bottom is one that gets it. Catch it. There's something for you, ladies. Usually the bottom is the one getting it in gay sex. Now you don't gotta believe what I say or anything, but sometimes you just gotta think. You're dropping something inside of something, right? Okay, squeeze it. Let's say it came right there. That could just all up in your stuff. Okay. In the bottom stuff. Not going the other way. There are rare cases. Oh, it can go the other way, it can go the other. They always harping on that. So basically that means that your husband, your man, has been taking it up his ass if he got HIV. Not too likely that he put it that he put it in some boy and pulled it out, and it was your dick was all cut up, and so AIDS got in there. He's taking it from the bottom, so then he's delivering it from you. The unfair part of that is that you're a bottom by nature, so he's always putting it in you. So work it out with your man, honey. Work it out with your man. All right, this conversation was pretty interesting this morning. I was amazed because first I lost the exchange, and I don't know. I didn't speak to this person. Maybe he didn't even want people to know that he had reached out and tried to tell his story. And I think we got it basically right. All the ones that have been posting things and ideas and stuff, we got it kind of right. Uh, uh, Hampton was obsessed with this guy. The guy was not into him. The guy is 15, 16 years younger than him, and he liked people his own age. Is something wrong with that? Hampton got resentful, and then all this shit started. So it's a whole bunch of nothing. It's just about a jealous old queen that has to accept that he's getting older. You can body lift. I don't give a damn. Your body lift and drink drama juice all day long. It's not going to take away those years, baby. For you, Hampton. I know you came on here. So I did watch. Let me tell you the story. All right. When it happened, when I first heard about you, Hampton, back in the day, I heard about this Walter Hampton thing. I just said, well, this is some envious queen who's going to out somebody so she can get some fame. And sure enough, I guess your numbers start growing after that. If you look at the numbers, you started getting views after you outed this man. You figured out, okay, just attach yourself to somebody famous and you'll get views. That's what you did, and that's what I saw. So I didn't look at that anymore for the next 2 years until this situation here. I guess, but I'm all in for some reason. I don't put I've inserted my own ass in this, but so then I started watching something you posted that I thought was kind of interesting. Something about some old negative shit. So I said, "Oh, he's kind of funny," but I was looking at you for about maybe 3 weeks or something like that. So I had a lot of information about you, Mr. Hampton, and I did see that you had a big problem with HIV, which I think is just basically fear. You're afraid you're going to be, you're afraid of AIDS. You've been running all these years, and this situation with D just sort of came about and brought up a lot of your other stuff. One thing fed up the other, and we ended up in this big mess. But I found it kind of. I mean, I think we're kind of bordering on mental health here. Uh, I don't know how much farther I need to push this. I mean, every time I come on here, I say I'm not coming on here no more about the situation, but then I come again. So I don't know who understands the human psyche. But Walter, you got some serious mental health problems, some mental issues. You're operating out of your fear. You've been fighting this chasing this HIV AIDS thing. I mean, because most people are not even thinking about it like that anymore. I mean, they're just not. So you still want to feel like if you could stop one person, that's going to somehow keep you clean. But yet you were over there with D. I haven't heard him say ever say he was negative. I mean, apparently he's positive. Hell, 1 out of 2. That's 2 people. Every 1 out of 2. I don't know if people not are getting that part. It's clear. 1 out of 2. 2 people. One of them is positive. So there ain't nothing unusual about D. Nothing about it at all. You go out there and meet somebody, and usually it's going to be both positive or both negative, but one positive, one negative. There's only a couple of combinations, so it's not that big a deal to say that, okay, I'm positive. Are you? If I was D, my advice would just put it on your profile. When you go online, just put pause, and that's it, and that kind of covers it, because majority of people are paused. I mean, so it's not going to make a big difference. But yeah, I can see the viciousness of it. And this Trevor T, this person, very suspicious, very suspect. The only reason I haven't went on there and blocked his ass or her ass, it could be a her, but I think more it could be Walter. The only reason I didn't block him completely because I didn't want to interfere in the conversation that D was having. So I thought it was valuable. I think a lot of people wanted to hear what he had to say. So if I blocked the bitch, then his conversation wouldn't make any sense because he'd be talking to himself. So if it weren't for that, she would definitely be she or it would definitely be blocked. All right, there was something else I want to talk about today, but I guess it slipped my mind. But um, yeah, that's enough. Let's just leave it right there. Okay, so you want to see that discussion? You can go to my site. It's on there. It's in the comments. On the last video, the most hated man in wait a minute, there is something else. Oh, there is something else. Walter Lee. Yesterday, you went on your page and you told the story about this AIDS person who had AIDS back in 1993. Came to your pool party, and I guess people wanted to reject him. You made yourself feel like you was that. Who was that famous nurse, famous nun, whatever her name was? Like you were a nun, honey, and you had cared and listened to him by the pool. And then you broke out in the crocodile tears about everybody picking on me. That was such bullshit. And you just happened to be on camera when you couldn't take it anymore, huh? You just happened to be talking about this on YouTube, and you just a ball of tears all of a sudden. What foolishness! That's what I think. I'm dealing with mental illness here. So I hope the gods will help me to back away from your ass, because you're a sick person and you're dangerous. You're dangerous. So apparently you've been going on this, trying to call this man and crying to him and pretending to be other people. You're known for fake personality, online personalities, and all that kind of stuff. So all the people I was complaining about yesterday about being on my site, negative, sending me negative messages, is probably your ass. Get some help, dude.